All right, we're down to just a couple minutes left here, so we'll ask our candidates to share their closing thoughts. And I guess we'll start with you, Stan. Why should farmers vote NDP this fall?
Well, farmers have a very clear choice in front of them. They've got a Conservative Party who continually makes excuses for their cousins in Ottawa, whether it be on the cattle industry or on the wheat board, and you've got an NDP government who time after time has stood up for Manitoba farmers, stood up for the Canadian Wheat Board, have stood up for programming that includes support for the cattle industry. We're going to continue as an NDP government to stand up for the Manitoba farmer and the Manitoba rancher. We're not going to settle for just making up excuses for our federal cousins in Ottawa like the Conservative Party has done. And just to wrap up, I just want to say everybody should get out and vote. And thank you very much, Kelvin, for hosting us.
Thank you, Stan. Kate, why should people vote for the Greens?
Okay, we never mentioned the Canadian Wheat Board. The Greens support the farmers' democratic right to control what happens to the Canadian Wheat Board. It's in the Act, and it's our right. The CWB is our farmers' voice, and why would we want to lose it? Greens want to work together. We want to get the good ideas on the table, and I would really like to thank CAP and Golden West Radio for this opportunity, and thank you to the audience for your time as well.
Thank you, Kate. Cliff, your closing comments?
Our plan will support investment in agriculture by removing the PST from value-added and processing equipment. Our plan will review crop insurance to ensure it's reflecting the cost of producers. By creating a stronger economy and a better business climate, we'll attract new private investment in agriculture. We won't lose out to another GRI opportunity. And as Stan has pointed out, he has stood up agriculture. He hasn't stood up for it. He has stood it up. If he had had a decent business plan, we would have a slaughter facility in the province in St. Boniface.
Monica, final word.
The Manitoba Liberals definitely support water management strategy in Manitoba because we believe protecting our farmland is utmost to go forward in this province. But we also want to ensure that we have proper insurance programs that also cover our organic farmers. Right now, because of the high water levels, that organic farmers are losing out. They're caught in a catch-22 situation. They can't spray and they can't till because the land was too wet this spring. There's a lot of things that both Conservative and the NDP just don't pay attention to. And we're willing to work for a long-term strategy for this province, for farmers, for municipalities, and we're not afraid to do it.
All right. Thank you again to all our candidates for joining us this afternoon. Stan Struthers, Cliff Graydon, Monica Guetre, and Kate Storey. We look forward to talking to all of you again. There's a lot more we could talk about, obviously, but we're out of time. So with that, we'll wrap up the 2011 Provincial Election Agriculture Roundtable. I'm Kelvin Hepner. Thanks for listening.